nonprofit. Our nonprofit is called Share a Meal. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and where we help out, go around 5 days a week, go to certain places in the community and pass out food for people who are struggling or experiencing homelessness, and we will take you on this journey with us. So let's go.
My name's John.
My name's Elizabeth Sigurnis.
I am Chuck Levin.
My name's Evan.
Hey, I'm William.
So I am one of the leads for Hollywood Night on Tuesdays.
I'm one of the lead volunteers on Tuesday night here at Share a Meal.
And I would say I would call myself the third volunteer.
My first time volunteering tonight.
And I am a director for the Share a Meal Tuesday night chapter.
So back in 2018 in January, literally like 2 years ago, I was on YouTube at the gym and I was looking up sharing a meal for a project I was working on with food, and a little short doc online came up about this share meal, and I watched it and I had really felt like it was on my heart for a while, years honestly, through college, where I wanted to be kind of serving and giving my time, volunteering somewhere regularly, and I found that so randomly on YouTube. I came like the next week, and honestly I've not stopped coming back since, and it's been 2 years.
And I've always wanted to give back, and I never really knew how, and I found this group on Meetup, and it's called Volunteer in LA, and it's close to where I live.
I started volunteering in May of 2018, so it's been over 2 years now, and I just want to get involved in the community. I've been meaning to for a long time, looking for a lot of organizations. I found Share a Meal. I kind of knew this was the organization for me for a lot of reasons, but mostly commitment level. Could come some nights, but not all the nights. And didn't start off as a lead volunteer. Just kind of ended up coming in that role, and I've embraced it because they trust a lot of their lead volunteers to carry out their mission, and I'm happy to do that.
I had a coworker, and so we were having some conflict in the office, and so she had the idea of me coming out and spending time with her in an extracurricular activity. So she had been going to Share a Meal for a few months. She said, hey, come check out this thing called Share a Meal. It was on a Monday night, and it was Skid Row, so I joined her on Monday night, and now the rest was history.
Back in 2004, Jackie and Robbie were printers by trade. And then 5 years later, their wish, their mission, their vision to serve hungry, thirsty people who are living on the street. We sat in the living room of their home in West LA for weeks, maybe months, many nights a week, trying to discuss and flesh out the details of what would become Share a Meal.
And for Los Angeles, it's a very cold night, so I'm surprised how chilly it is. And I wasn't going to come tonight, but then I said, if I'm cold, and the people out here that need our help, they're going to be cold too. So I came down, and I'm really glad. I've met a lot of nice people, and hopefully this will continue, and I'll continue and meet some more people.
And so it was such a great place to come and connect with other people in a way that seems so much more genuine and authentic than a lot of things you can get up to in Hollywood and in this kind of industry that we're all either in or surrounded by out here. And it really just grounds you and kind of reminds you what's important, and really allows you to connect with people in a way that is so intrinsic to who we are, just lending a hand by sharing a meal. So that just was something that I liked keeping as part of my regular weekly routine.
What made me stay at Share a Meal was developing connections with other volunteers here, citizens of the city of LA, and making connections with the people I served. I do the same route every week, and so I see a lot of the same people on that route, and being connections with them, checking how they're doing, what their names, and really become friends with them, and start to care for everybody, and that's why I kept sticking around.
It's people, and both the people that we get to serve alongside and the people that we serve, and the need. I really saw the need specifically for Tuesday nights for a group of people that were running Hollywood. It was a low volunteer base, but there was a high number of people we were trying to serve. So I came back on a Tuesday night instead of a Monday night, and I fell in love with the people that were the volunteers, and I fell in love with the people that we were able to meet on the streets and interact with. So it was people.
Yeah, can we just circle up real quick here, get it nice and tight?
Take a step in,
some
everybody.
traffic noises, some background coming out, that's good. Hey, welcome to Sharing Meal. If you don't know where you are Sharing Meal Tuesday night. Show of hands whose first night is it? Who's having the first night? All right. Guys, nice! Thank you very much for coming out. Not be here without you guys. We're all volunteers here.
That was around 60,000 people experiencing homelessness in LA County, which is a huge number. And we're serving the city of Los Angeles, not the entire county, but just knowing that in the tens of thousands of people who in the winter months are living through temps of 30 to 40 degrees at night, freezing, struggling to find food, struggling to find water. It's a big deal, and it's something that we're out here trying to solve.
What we're doing really kind of like affects or impacts somebody that we're serving, and then I can have a genuine conversation with them about kind of who they are and what their life looks like and why it means so much to not, just give them a meal and like hand them a burrito or water or a hygiene packet, but to like just actually be there every week and keep coming back and keep, walking around looking for them, because it's like we go to them, we don't have them come to us. So it's kind of a unique way of serving, and I feel like it's infectious. Like once you start serving people, you really don't want to stop, because it gives you as much happiness as you're bringing other people. So it's kind of like one of those, like, is altruism even altruism, because you're getting so much out of it. So I keep coming back, and I hope to continue.
Having a really nice conversation with people I serve with and serve alongside, and having to see the same people over and over again, and checking on them and giving them a hug or a handshake and asking how they're doing, and just checking in with them.
And I'm very proud to be associated with this group because not just because of the good works of Share Meal, but because I'm from the 1960s. I'm an activist from the 1960s. I was a young person in the 1960s. And for me to say that Share a Meal is successful is all because of young volunteers. So being around young volunteers reminds me of my coming of age decade, the 1960s. And I come back because of the good works of Share a Meal, because of very wonderful volunteers who have become part of Share a Meal.
Just seeing one of the most populated cities in the United States, having people digging through trash cans on the same streets when there are movie premieres it's hard. It's hard to wrestle with sometimes, and that's why we're out here restoring dignity. So that's why I love Share.